Hello to everyone and anyone watching my video. What's my intro again? Wait. Hello to everyone and anyone watching this video. My name is Taja. Welcome back to my second channel. Ooh, I've not said that in a while, have I? No, I haven't. Okay, so number one, I am so sorry that I've not filmed a video for this channel. Literally in months. I think last video I uploaded was in March, but I filmed that video in January, so it's been a while. So I'm so sorry. Actually no, I think the last video I filmed was in February, but then I published that before the other. You don't care, why am I giving you this backstory? Like, you just want me to get on with the video, I'm sure. I'm less talking about shit. This is what I always do. You wanna know something fun? This video is actually gonna be unedited because I don't want to edit it, because I just want to get it out. It's going to be like a podcast vibe, which is going to be difficult because, as you can see from the first like 1 minute, I just ramble and I talk shit. I also forget my train of thought. I also stutter, so I don't like doing these unedited videos because I always mess up and feel like, oh my goodness, I need to edit it to sound less ridiculous. But also I don't want to edit this because then I'll just procrastinate it, and I want to get this up for Friday, and today is Tuesday, so yes. Anyway, so we're gonna pretend like I've not been here for like literally 4 months. So sorry about that, although you know, it's not completely my fault because life has been crazy recently. I've been dealing with a lot of shit, good and bad, which if you want to know the tea on my personal life, you can go check out my original channel, which will be linked below and there. No, I always get it wrong. I can see the screen is telling me it should be there, but then I don't know. You don't care, why am I? I'll put it on the screen, you'll see it. Shut up, Taja. Okay, right. So today's video is going to be a video that I actually planned. I actually made a list for this. Literally like, ooh, turn off that. Literally like a year or two ago. I've had the notes for this for like literally ages, and I've just never like. I think before when I first planned this video, I didn't have this channel yet, and I was kind of thinking like, oh, how would this video translate on my channel? But now I have this channel. This video is perfect for this channel rather than my original channel. So basically, as you can tell by the title, this video is the reasons why I personally wouldn't go on Love Island. So season 10 of like Love Island has started. Well, it's started. It's I need water actually, so sorry. I'm gonna have to actually edit this because I need to go get water, and I'm so sorry. Or should I wait? No, I'll just wait for this. I don't know. Right. No, I need water because my mouth is gonna dry out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. What was I saying? I can't remember. I was saying something about. Oh yeah. So it's the 10th season of Love Island, and it's started 3 weeks ago. So we're like nearly halfway through. And I've been loving this season personally. So I started watching it season 4. I watched it every year up until, well, I've watched every season. I haven't watched the old ones before season 4 yet, just because I haven't made time for it. And then last winter, season 9, I didn't watch it because I wasn't in the mood for it, and like people were saying it wasn't that good, so I was like, I can't be bothered. I'll watch it another time, if ever. But this season is giving. So let me know if you're watching the UK Love Island, if you are enjoying it. Yeah, also my neighbours can probably hear me. I've moved, as you can probably tell by my new, maybe I should close the windows actually, because I feel like everyone I'm like screaming. No, let me actually close the windows. We're gonna suffer in the heat, but I'll suffer for you guys because I love you guys. By the way, I know that my neighbours could probably hear me. Maybe they can still hear me because, again, not relevant to the video, or maybe it is, but I have neighbours, I think they're below me, and I hear them clapping cheeks, I've heard them about 3 or 4 times, and it's actually like the first time I was like, oh my god, they're like having sex, and then like it got to the second, third and fourth, and like, listen, I'm not a prude, do what you want, so happy for you that you're gonna let it go, but she's so loud. She's very like abnormally loud, do you know what I mean? Like she's like wailing, and like she must be getting taken down like amazingly. Like the guy she's like doing her business with, he must have skills, because the way she's screaming, it's like, girl, you're getting it. But like also like it'll literally be like 1 a.m. or like this morning I woke up at like 8 and I heard, and this is something else, I don't know, maybe like I'm hearing something else and I have a perverted mind, but it sounds like sex, so I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I have this list on my phone. By the way, the reason why I'm sitting like this, even though it'd make more sense like according to the framing to sit the other way, but like I like this part of my side of my face better, because this, I don't want to show you some rice, and this side of my face, no, I hate that sound. It's giving bug, it's giving beetle. This side of my face, she's cute, but this side of my face I hate it, so I'm gonna sit in this weird angle, even though it makes more sense to look that way, because that's where the tree, not the tree, the plant is, and also there's like empty space, so it'd make more sense. Whatever, you don't care. Again, you don't care. Okay, this video is already like 5 minutes long and I haven't even started the list yet. Okay, sorry, we're gonna start. I'm gonna put a timestamp so you can just skip to like when I stop rambling and make the list, or not make the list, say the list. Okay, but yeah, before we start, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. No, like, yeah, comment below what you think of this season so far, if you're enjoying it. Also let me know if you'd recommend season 9, like that was on in the winter time. Let me know if it's giving, or if you think, I mean, I heard like that it wasn't that good, to be honest, but you know, I might watch it after this one finishes though. And also, like, if you like the style of video when I make lists of stuff, I think my last video was a list of like my toxic traits, so if you like the style of video, then leave me a like so I know to do more lists of stuff. I have a few lists of stuff that I'd like to make videos about, so yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start now. I think there's like 25 things on this list, so this should be fun. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. So, why I would never go on Love Island. So I hope I remember, because some of these are quite like short, but like there's probably like more context to it, so hopefully I remember why I put some of these points down. So first of all, I'm a black woman. So I think, to be honest, based on this season and even like last summer, I feel like things are getting a bit better for black women in Love Island. But I mean, seeing as that's the top of the list and I started this list about 2 years ago, I reckon like I wasn't really considering the last few seasons, but historically black women have been known to suffer on that show. Like, who was it? Yewande, that nasty man Danny. Oh, Kaz. What happened with Kaz again? I can't remember what happened with Kaz again. I know that Toby messed her about, and then something else happened after that, and she was, I can't remember. I know Tyler came, but then he turned out to be a bit like of a shithead. I remember, well, okay, Samara, sideline to Samara, I don't mean if I speak, because I remember her, she wasn't giving, yeah. I'm trying to think who other black women in the show, I don't know. But yeah, last year India, she did well. I think she was fine. Wiped up with Danny. I find them so cute, by the way. And this year we got Catherine. She struggled a bit, but I feel like it didn't feel like, oh, like, I mean, to be fair, she got stolen, even though that turned out to be a lie, but she got stolen from Zach, which I've never seen happen before. Like, the bombshell, like the first bombshell never steals the black girl, so the fact that that happened, that was kind of cool, even though that was probably for sure because he ended up like ditching her later on, but still. And then now she's like happy with Scott and whatever. And Whitney, oh my god, Whitney, my girl, my queen, obsessed with her, love her. Okay, even though the more current black girls are doing pretty good on Love Island, I can't ignore the black girls of Love Island seasons past and how they struggled, you know, getting picked last. And I think, you know what though, they stopped doing the thing where the boys pick the girls, but now they like make the public choose. I think they've done it on purpose, because that's kind of, I mean, I don't know what they did in season 9, but I think that's maybe helped a bit. So that's interesting. Although I noticed they always put the ethnics together, which makes me laugh, but it's fine. But yeah, so black women have suffered on that show. Okay, number 2, which kind of relates to point number 1, is the microaggressions. You know, like, oh my gosh, she's so sassy. Oh my god, like, what's the words they always say? I think sassy's the main one. Like, oh yeah, but during like a confrontation or something, oh, you're being really aggressive, attitude. I mean, even though like Whitney's thriving, we're getting that with her and Mehdi, who he needs to dip. Mr. Wee Wee Baguette needs to like go, he needs to leave. He go back to France. Honestly, I already have bad blood with France. If you know, you know. So, you know, like, I'm not giving him a side eye, he needs to leave. But like these microaggressions, like, I mean, microaggressions in dating, if you're like black or even like any like ethnic minority, like, it's just so painful to watch when they say the stereotypical things like, what do you mean she's sassy? Is there not any other words that you can think of apart from sassy when you're complimenting someone who's black? Are we just sassy like, oh my god, like, yes queen? Like, no, let's be serious now. We are multifaceted. We have other traits than sassiness. Some of us aren't even sassy. I'm not sassy at all, to be honest. So that's really like, it really annoys me when people say that. I'm just like here forgetting my mic. It's like my mic, by the way, it's pink. It's meant to be blue, but you know what, we're gonna work with it. Don't care. Okay, number 3, I don't have the right body type. Girls, okay, so okay, I know. Alright, so yeah, I have small titties and I carry all my weight on my stomach. My bum is pretty good. I'm happy with my bum. But yeah, my stomach is giving 3 months pregnant. My titties are giving Casper the Ghost. Actually no, they're not. They've got a handful. I'm gonna get blocked if I do that. Sorry YouTube, I didn't mean it. But yeah, like, I just know that like you have to have a certain body type, because even like, even though, oh my gosh, this gonna use this properly, even though like they're apparently making efforts to like show more diverse body types, like, it's not that diverse. And even still, like, people are getting fat shamed. Like, Jess is apparently getting fat shamed. Mind you, Jess is like a perfectly normal looking woman, and there's been other people in the past, in the other seasons, where they've not been like stick thin skinny and they've been fat shamed. Mind you, there's not been a single plus size woman or any gender contestant on that show yet. So, but yeah, no, I don't have the right body type. I don't know, I'll get bullied. I can't wear bikinis, like, because like, and that's like, I mean, to be fair, I don't know, I mean I could, but I wouldn't feel comfortable, because like I said, I'm giving 3 months pregnant most of the time. I'm a bloated gal. So yeah, I feel very uncomfortable having to show my body constantly, day in, day out. So yeah. Number 4. Okay, number 4, I hope this doesn't come across as like rude or like I'm not like most girls, but like I feel like I'm not like glamorous or influency enough. Like, I feel like there's a certain type of person, especially the no, yeah, I mean everyone, there's a certain type of person on Love Island where they're very glamorous, like hair's always done, like a certain style, certain aesthetic that they have, and I just don't fit in that box. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a glamorous person. Like, most of the time I'm looking like I've just been like living in a dustbin or something. It sounds like such a pick me, like, oh my god, I don't want to make it. I do wear makeup, I do like to look nice. It's just that for me, I don't make an effort with my looks because I'm lazy. I sound like such a pick me. How do I say this without sounding like a pick me? Pick me. But yeah, I feel like I'm just not a glamorous person. So like I feel like I'm just gonna be looking like scraggledy on the show, and I feel like again, like same with like body shaming, like I feel like if you're not looking good on Love Island, where the whole point of it is that you're meant to be hot and attractive, I feel like you're gonna get dragged. Do you know what I mean? Even people who are good looking, like they could be a bit like something's off, and then like they'll get dragged into it. I'm like, I don't want to be dragged into it. I think that's one of my points actually. But this is the next point. Oh, it's point number 6. Okay, so yeah, number 5. I'm awkward around people I meet. I'm sorry, I'm awkward around people I first meet, so people would think I'm boring. Yeah, so okay, I'm okay, not to even like gas myself up or sound like big-headed, but I feel like I'm quite an interesting person. Like I'm quite like this video is going to be me just like sounding like a prick, but like I feel like I'm an interesting person. Like I feel like I'm quite like interesting. I'm a bit like silly, a bit goofy. Like I have a good personality basically, you know. Those years of bullying and not being above a 5, my adolescent years, they built character, you know. So I feel like I have a good personality. The problem is that I'm also very awkward and I have social anxiety. So I feel like when I'm first talking to people, especially someone who I'm coupled up with, I'm gonna be so awkward, and people are gonna be like, oh my god, like she's so like weird or boring, or like because I feel like I'm weird regardless. Again, I sound like that Riverdale guy. Like I'm so weird. I'm so different. I'm like a weirdo. But like I feel like whether you know me well or not know me well, people think I'm weird. But like there's a type of weird where I want you to know I'm weird. Like in a, oh my gosh, she's so crazy and weird. Not like she's so quiet and weird. Do you know what I mean? There's like a difference. And I feel like I give off both. But like when people think I'm like weird in a quiet way, that's not good. Or like a boring way. Do you know what I mean? Am I making sense? So yeah. Okay. So number 6. No, I can't. Number 4. Okay, number 6. I'd be stressing the whole time about people dragging me on Twitter. So yeah, I just said this, but yeah, I feel like people on Twitter are brutal. Like people are so mean, including myself sometimes. No, I don't think I'm that mean on Twitter. I try to be like, you know, kind, especially, you know, having this YouTube channel. I think it's really taught me about kindness online. I mean, to be fair, also like just generally like having empathy and not being a dickhead. But yeah, I feel like one wrong move and people on Twitter will come for you. If you do one wrong thing on that show, people will switch up on you. Even people who like you and like are generally like a fan of you. Like one wrong move in that villa and you're done for. One wrong move and you're #1 public enemy. And yeah, I couldn't handle that. I'd just be thinking, oh my god, what if I've done something where I've been edited in such a way that like people on Twitter are dragging me, or I've done something or said something. I couldn't do it. It's too stressful for me. I'll never recover. Like, oh goodness. Like if I've done something actually like bad and then I get hate, I mean obviously no one should get hate, but if I've done something actually bad, then like it's fine. But if I've not done something objectively bad, but I just like I've done something that's like drag worthy, and then I get dragged into it, like that was stressing out too much, to be honest. Okay, next one. Number 7. I'd be fuming if I was edited to look bad or not have any airtime. So yeah, kind of going on those lines. So if I'm edited poorly, because a lot of people like they come on the show, sorry, they come out the show and then they're like, sorry, and they're like, oh, I was really surprised with how I looked because like they made me look like this and I'm not like that. Or they'll be like, oh my goodness, they can't believe they didn't show this or they didn't show that. And it's like, what if like like I'm in there and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like yeah, like I'm looking really great, I'm having such a fun time, I'm just being myself, whatever, and I'm coming out either like people being like, oh, she's non-existent, she hasn't got a personality, but then oh, she does, because on interviews like she's an actual person with an actual like character and whatever, like a real life personality. But people don't know it because I'm edited to look like boring, or I'm edited to look bad, and people are like, oh my goodness, she's so different to how she was in the show. And that stressed me out, because like that would be really annoying if people think I'm like not myself. Like if I'm painted as like a villain, when I'm not, I don't think I'm especially villainous. I'm not especially a villainous person, so that would really annoy me, to be honest. So yeah, and if I'm not giving it airtime, why am I here then? Well, I guess to be fair, free holiday. So, and then a bit more not subscribers, followers, Instagram followers. So I mean, yeah, but still annoying me a bit, to be honest. Okay. Next, number 8, I have a YouTube channel and people probably love my videos. Yeah, so this is a really silly one, but I feel like especially, I mean, this one, I don't know, but especially my old channel, because I have like old videos from there, like from like 5 years ago, and I feel like obviously they're cringy and stuff. Even what I make today, to be honest, is cringy. I'm just a cringy person, to be honest, and I just feel like people would drag me and my little baby YouTube channel, and that would hurt my feelings actually, because like, especially the more recent ones, I feel like people would find them cringy, because I feel like not everything I do is to everyone's taste, which is normal. Like not every like creator has videos for everyone, do you know what I mean? So I feel like, I mean, people who subscribe to me are subscribed to me because they like what I make, but like there's gonna be people who watch my videos and are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, you know, when like content goes to the wrong target audience, I thought that's what would happen. And people can be like, what the fuck is this? This is awful. And I actually have my feelings, because I'm very protective of my YouTube channel, so that would really be sad. So yeah. Okay, next one. I'm gonna turn off the... Okay. Number 9, I wouldn't be able to film my monthly vlogs. So again, this is a really stupid one, but I have a series on my original channel called Through My Eyes. So I just film little bits of my life every day, and I put it into a little video that's like a vlog every month. Been doing that since 2019, I think. And I feel like if I'm on Love Island, unless I get kicked out early, if I'm on Love Island I couldn't do that, because I'd be on Love Island. I wouldn't have my phone, and I'd be really sad. So, although I mean, I wouldn't really need it, because like, I guess my Through My Eyes clips would just be, I can just watch it on Love Island, I guess. But yeah, I would be sad to not do that. But I mean, I don't think that's a really stupid one, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, number 10, I'm not good at confrontation, so I probably wouldn't be able to handle the arguments. So yeah, I'm very like, I don't do conflict, I don't do confrontation, I don't like arguments. I will literally, like, 2 things will happen when I'm faced with confrontation. 90% of the time I will just like shut down. I just can't do it. I'll just apologize, I'll just be completely like withdrawn. It'll cause me great anxiety and make me feel like physically ill. Like the anxiety of it like will make me feel ill. Or 10% of the time, depending on the situation, this sometimes rarely happens, but if I'm angry enough and if I'm passionate enough about the thing that I'm in the confrontation about, the South London girl in me will come out, and I will just transform into a different person, and I will cuss a bitch out. And it'll be like, who the fuck is, I don't know, where's the nice happy taja gone? Because this girl, she's like a hood bitch. That sounds silly. That sounds silly of me saying, oh yeah, I'm a hood bitch. Like, you know, I've got the secret like persona, like the South London girl, like, ooh. But no, I think, you know, I mean, I was raised South East London. My high school was in Tulsa. It was a girls' school, and I was bullied there. So I mean, you know, having that experience, it puts something in you where like you can kind of handle yourself, or maybe not handle yourself, but you can, well yeah, no, I would say handle yourself. So if I'm angry enough, and depending on the situation, that side will come out of me. So, but even then, going back to the point about the microaggressions, I feel like people would just be like, oh my god, she's like really aggressive, blah, 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 which will piss me off. So yeah, we went on that. I think as well though, it'd be really embarrassing though, like if, especially if like I'm in the right, if I'm just like, oh my god, sorry, or like if I'm not like, you know, sticking up for myself in a confrontational situation, and that's gonna be so embarrassing on live national television. No, it's not live, on national television. That'd be really embarrassing actually. So no thank you. Number 11, I'd be holding grudges if I did get into an argument with someone. Do you know when, like, oh my god, you know when someone's had an argument on Love Island, and then like the next day they're like, oh yeah, don't go for a chat, and then they're like, oh yeah, like they explain their point, the other person explains their point, and they're like, oh yeah, like should we just squash it? I'm like, squash what? Because as far as I can understand the situation, you haven't actually said that I'm right, you're wrong. What do you mean squash it? Like, oh yeah, we're all family in here, we all fight sometimes. No, you haven't apologized properly. You said, oh, you know, because I hate when people like, and they do this in Love Island, like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm like, you literally like insulted my mum, no, I don't care if it's not my dad, my mum and my cat and my, I don't have a cat, why did I say that? This is not working out. Basically, you'll like really insult me heavily, or like do something to really like mug me off or piss me off, and then you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, whatever, and I'm like, I'm sorry, we haven't hashed it out enough, you haven't apologized to me properly. Because the thing is, like, if I'm in the wrong, I will apologize. I apologize too much. I say sorry for like you know when like you accidentally like brushed against someone when you're walking past, I'll say sorry. Like, I apologize too much. So if I'm in a position where like you haven't like apologized properly, and I'm like in the right, then it's like you, that means, you know, you fucked up, right? I mean, okay, to be fair, actually saying that, I probably would apologize, but then like I think I would be holding a grudge still, to be honest. Like, what do you mean never squash it and hug? No, I still have resentment for you because you haven't properly apologized for your side. Like, I'll be civil, but like I'm very like I'm really, but I'll hold grudge. I'm not going to do buddy with you again, like. So yeah, but I am a Taurus, so it's not my fault. But I think it's not really bad to hold a grudge. If like they haven't properly apologized, then, you know, why should I forgive you? That's really toxic, isn't it? Oh well, it's not my fault, it's the stars. Okay, so number 12, I'm scared of men. So, you know, yeah, I feel like men scare me. I get nervous talking to men. I mean, like I was saying earlier about like being like awkward around people when I first meet them, like that's twice as much the case when it's like a romantic scenario. Like, I'm just very much like, oh my god, like it's a guy and he's attractive, like, oh my god. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. But then also I kind of like, okay, this is gonna sound like bad, but like sometimes I really dislike men as well. Not in like a LGBTQ way. I'm ally, happy Pride Month. But why did I say that? That was so stupid. But like sometimes I really just dislike men, and I feel like Love Island men, they're a special breed of just disgusting sometimes. Not all of them, but a lot of them are just like, ugh, like the misogyny. I'm like, I'm meant to be like courting with you. Why did I say courting? I'm meant to be, you know, moving to you, whatever, and you're just being weird and like bad vibes. I'm like, ugh. So yeah, that wouldn't really work very well with me. Also, flirting and dating, that's really scary. Because I feel like as what am I saying? Unless I'm drunk or like under the influence or like extremely comfortable with you, like I'm gonna be so awkward. So it's just gonna be like, yeah. Okay. Number 13, if I got mugged off or rejected by a guy, I have a breakdown. Like, I'm one of those girlies that do get a bit attached more than they should. I'm one of those girlies who, like, if like I get the smallest inkling that there's something there, we're married. In my head, we're married. We have 3 kids and live in a little house by the coast. No, I don't want to live by the coast. I think I want to live in, I don't know where I want to live. This doesn't matter. The point is that I do get a bit attached more than I should to people, which is problematic when I then like face rejection from them, like in the dating setting, because I'm like, oh my god, like I thought we were in love. Mind you, we've been talking for 2 days and you just decided you want to get to know more people. In Love Island, this is. And I'm like, oh my god, like you're in love with someone else, you don't love me anymore. I'm gonna have a breakdown. It's gonna be really embarrassing to watch. Cause like if I'm like acting like that on my own, like in my head, then it's like it's embarrassing. It's like whatever, like I understand my own mind. But like I'll be publicly being like, oh my god. I mean, actually, no, I don't think I would. I think publicly I'll just be like, okay, whatever, like. But like I'm just gonna be like so miserable. And then the fact that you'd be faced with them, like coupling up or like moving to someone else, that would just be too stressful. I don't think I'd be able to cope with that, to be honest. Anyway, yeah. Number 14, I couldn't deal with the sleeping schedule. Okay, so apparently the islanders don't go to bed until 3, and then they wake up at like 9 or something. I am a girl who needs between 8 and 10 hours of sleep, which is quite a lot. If I have a 10-hour sleep, I'm good for the day. If I get like 8, then like I'll get by, I'll be fine. Less than 8, I'm struggling. Like today, I think I got like, actually no, I think I got 8 hours. I was a bit, I'm a bit tired today though. But like if I get any less, like I'm like, my brain stops working. I'm just physically, I can't do anything. And how am I meant to give the entertainment for the viewers of Love Island when I'm exhausted? What do you mean? What do you mean, like, and the way they get woken up as well, the bright lights that they're having to wear sunglasses, that sounds like hell, to be honest. That sounds awful. So yeah, no, that would really like stress me out. Like sleep is so important to me. She'll tell me I have to go to bed at 3 and wake up early as well. Like, what's one or the other? Either let me go to bed late and wake up late, or let me go to bed early and wake up early. Like, it's one or the other. Like, pick a struggle, do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I'm not having that. That would really, really upset me. Okay, number 15, too many toes. Obviously, like, it's a beach, like, island villa setting. So people are wearing, like, sandals, flip-flops, or just being bare feet. And I'm not having that. I'm one of those people who hate feet. So you're telling me I have to like walk around seeing everyone's toes? That's literally my idea of hell. I couldn't think of anything else. Actually, there's nothing worse than that. I think I literally constantly just be looking up whenever I'm like near someone and I feel like, okay, there's like a bunch of feet there because that people are sitting down. I'm like, I can't. They disgust me. Ugh. And you know when you see like a bit of a side tangent, but like, you know when like, sometimes even though I hate feet, like obviously like sometimes the cameraman or woman or whatever, they'll like put someone's feet up in the screen, and I have a glance, I'm like, whose manky toes are those? I've seen some like long ass toes, some like bunions. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to see that. So yeah, that would really upset me, you know what I mean? It's funny as well because I am a summer girl. Like the ideal, like in another life I'm living on a beach somewhere, and obviously like in that lifetime whatever, like people are gonna be wearing sandals, flip-flops, bare feet, showing their feet, whatever. I'm just like, how am I gonna cope? I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm not doing that, sorry. Disgusting. Also show my own feet as well. Like I feel like I'm fine with my feet, but then I'm also thinking like, how am I showing my feet for free on live television? No, you pay for that shit. You want to see that shit, you pay for that shit, you know? So yeah. Number 16, having to wear heels all the time. Okay, again, this is gonna sound like such a pick-me thing. Like, I'm not like most girls, but like, I don't like heels. I don't like any shoe that is uncomfortable. I'm a Taurus, so I like my comfort. I love being comfortable. Anything that makes me uncomfortable, I won't wear it. So you're telling me I have to wear heels every single night? That honestly sounds like hell. I mean, okay, to be fair, like, I think most of the time they are sitting down, so it's not that bad. And you know what, I do actually like heels. Like, when I wear them, the first few minutes when I wear them, before they start hurting, I'm like, oh my god, I feel really sexy, and like, I feel like I can walk really well in heels. I don't know, but like, I just really like sexy, and like, oh my god, I like my heels. I always feel like a hot bitch when I'm in heels, because I rarely wear them. But then they hurt, and I get really, when my feet start to hurt in my shoes, I get really cranky. Even like trainers sometimes, I'll, like, when I've been walking for a long time, my feet will start hurting, and I'll be really upset. So I'm like, you want me to wear heels? But then, like, I think I was saying that, like, a lot of the time, like, most of the time the girls are sitting down, probably because their feet are hurting. So I'm like, I just have to sit down, literally, because I'm not walking around all night in heels. That's horrible. That's actually hell. Or probably maybe I'll take them off. Like, you know when people like take off their heels and wear them in their, like, hold it in their hands and walk in bare feet. But then again, going back to the previous point, show my feet for free on national TV. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. You paid for that shit. I'm a broke bitch. Sorry. Okay. Next point, 17, growth challenges. To be fair, I think, okay, touch wood, but I haven't seen any growth challenges this season. I hope, because I feel like this season the producers have been taking notes, and a lot of the things that people complain about year in year out, that's not been the case. And one of the things are the growth challenges. Like, you know those ones where like they have to kiss, no, when they have to like suck toes, or like that. Whereas the one challenge where like they spit like food into their mouth, I would literally hand bacon myself. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I literally can't think of anything worse than someone spitting food in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm forfeiting. I'm not doing that. Producers can't make me do that. I'm so sorry. I'm not, what? Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? I'd rather die. I would literally rather die. I can't think of anything worse. But maybe the toes and sucking someone's toes. That's like same level. Thoughts on the burp? No. Okay. Number 18, bugs. The bugs in that show. I mean, any hot country. Again, for someone who wants to live in a hot climate, I'm very like, I don't think I'm that built for it, because the bugs I see, because on like unseen bits, they have like this segment where it's like islanders get scared by something or something like that. And like, the bugs are like the size of like my hands. I'm like, you want me to like walk around? I don't mind the lizards. Lizards are kind of cute, I think. I think the lizards are cute. It's just the bugs. I hate bugs. I want to be a nature girl. A nature girly so bad. Like, I remember back in the cottagecore, my cottagecore phase 2021, I wanted to be a cottagecore girl so bad. And like, whatever. But like the bugs, oh my god. When I go to the park and I can just hear the crickets, I'm like, and the flies, I'm sorry. I don't like bugs. I'm so sorry. I know they're important, God's creatures, whatever. I can't do it. I don't like bugs. And you're telling me there's giant ones. No, sorry. Absolutely not. Take it back. Like, if I see, like, imagine like I'm in bed and there's like a giant like spider or like flying insect on my bed. Throw the whole bed away. I don't want it. I'm sleeping on the floor. Let's hope there's no more bugs on the floor. Let's hope there's no more bugs on the floor. Probably would be, though, knowing them hot ass countries. Mallorca. It's Mallorca, right? Yeah. No, sorry. No, thank you. Okay. Next point is the recoupling speeches. In brackets I put I hate public speaking and PDA. So I don't know how they do it. Like, I think because I've heard that the recouplings take like hours, I guess because of like filming it and like angles and like reactions and stuff, but I was saying, oh yeah, I find it like so, yeah, first of all, public speaking, I don't like public speaking. Like I said, I have social anxiety, so having to like, first of all, have to say something to a crowd, even if you are all my friends, that sounds like hell to me. Again, up there with the toes, up there with people spitting food in my mouth. Like, that's like bad enough, right? But then having to, what I'm saying is like some romantic shit, like being vulnerable, showing my emotions to someone I'm romantically attracted to in public. I've been through, be fucking through. There's no way I'm doing that. I want to do it like every week. Every week. Huh? Can I just say, oh yeah, I want to couple up with you because I like you, I guess, and then sit down? But I can't, obviously I couldn't do that because that's terrible. And then sometimes it's just like really cringe as well. I mean, sometimes it's sweet. I mean, I feel like it's just like, whether it's cringe or not, like the speeches are like a basic like part of the show, so it's like, it's not, it's like whatever. But like for me to do it, I just feel like I couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest. I really couldn't. Awful. Okay, 20, the PDA in general. So like, just like on the show, like obviously like when they're filming, like especially I think the fact that it's being filmed as well, because I feel like behind closed doors I am very affectionate. I'm one of my love languages are touch. Like I love like feeling up on you and like being all like mushy gushy. I say this as if I've had a chance to be mushy gushy with people, with someone. I haven't. Still very, very single right now. But like the fact that like I have to do that in public and while I'm being filmed, sorry, that's kind of embarrassing. Okay, by the way, I want to say as well, like I haven't no, well, for most part I have no problem with other people PDA. Like I have no problems with other people doing PDA. Like I don't care. Like do what you want, if you're in love, whatever, it's cute, whatever, it's cute. But I'm talking about me personally. Like I just, in public when everyone can see me, be emotionally vulnerable and emotionally invested in someone, absolutely not. No, sorry, no. Oh my god, I don't know if I've written it already. I don't think so. Okay, the kissing. Oh, why is it so loud? Why is the okay, mini rant. Why is the kissing on that show so loud? I feel like this season they've listened to every complaint that we've said for years and years to make the season good, except for kissing. Why can I hear it while I'm on the toilet and my laptop is here and I can hear the kissing? And it's like, no, it's like they put the volume up or something, because obviously like I've had my few like fair shares of kisses before in my life. Am I that loud? No. When I've watched movies, are they that loud? When I watch shows and they're kissing, are they that loud? No. So why on that show are the kisses so loud? Like edit it out. Why? You don't need it. Turn it down. No one wants to hear that show. It's disgusting. Thank you. Anyway. Okay, this is kind of sad. Number 21, the family's coming. Okay, this is actually okay, I'm giving you permission to laugh. It's not funny, but I give you permission to laugh. But like, you know when the families come, I'm thinking like, as someone who hasn't got a good relationship with their family, I'm thinking, who would I actually invite? That sounds really bad. Like, don't feel sorry for me, you can laugh. You're not gonna laugh, that's kind of really sad. But like, who would I invite? I don't know. If my younger sisters were older, then maybe them. That's really sad. That's actually really sad. Has anyone ever like invited like just friends before? That's a question that I would like to know the answer to. Because if they did, like, I had like just friends come, but then that's kind of like sad as well, because it's like, why couldn't your family come? Why is it your friends? So yeah, that's kind of awkward. Anyway, next one. Let's keep the energy happy. Yeah, let's not be sad for this. Anyway, next point, 22. Reading the text. Open bracket, hate reading out loud, close bracket. I don't know, this actually, yeah, no. I mean, I feel like reading, it depends. I feel like 50-50 on that one. I don't know if I agree with that one. I guess it's a bit, you know, sometimes I do like stutter my words a bit. I just be like saying something and I say it wrong. I guess people must have stuttered when they're reading the text out there, and then they've had to like reread it, right? Like surely someone said the wrong thing and then the producers are like, can you just read it again? Surely. So I feel like that would happen to me. So yeah, I don't know if I feel like that one's not that deep. I mean, I think out of all of the ones, other points on this, that's like the least important reason, but yeah. Okay, 23, sharing a bed with a stranger. I mean, okay, if we're attracted to each other, then I guess it's fine. But it's just like the first night, and I'm sharing a bed with you. That's so weird. Ooh, I don't know. I don't like the idea of that. Once we have like that connection, that's fine. Like, let me have a little cuddle with you, whatever. But it's when I don't know you like that, and you're up in my bed. I don't think I've been told I'm quite a still sleeper, like I don't move. But like, still, what if like I want to stretch? What if you want to stretch? Oh my god, you know what though? I've slept with people, no, not sexually, like I've slept in the same bed as people, and they've hugged the pillows, and it makes, not pillows, the duvet, and it makes me so annoyed. It makes me so angry. Oh, really pisses me off. So yeah, that would annoy me if someone hugs all the duvets. But yeah. Number 24. Everyone talking in bed in the morning without brushing their teeth. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, but I mean, not to expose myself, but like, don't you got morning breath? Like, how you, it's the fact that like they're proper talking up in each other's faces and kissing and whatever. I'm like, can you brush your teeth first? Because I don't know about you, but I got my morning breath, you know? You know what, if Katie Heron can say that she has bad breath in the morning, I can say that I have bad breath in the morning as well, you know? And Katie Heron is like a pop culture icon. She's just like me, I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking like, wow, what's disgusting. Also, side tangent as well, but like, I'm gonna just expose myself. If you've watched this video for this long, this is your reward. You get to see me or hear me expose myself. So this is your reward. So, you know, you're welcome. But I sometimes drool in my sleep, and because I'm a chocolate girl, like sometimes I wake up and there's like, you know, a bit of like dried drool on my face. Oh, that's so gross. No, that's actually disgusting. I'm so sorry. Didn't need to know that, actually. That's actually really embarrassing that I said that. But I've said it. I said what I said. I'm speaking my truth. It's the truth. So, and it's like, I'm gonna wake up next to a stranger and all these strangers around me with drool on my face when I'm sleeping. And I'm on national television, mind you, as well. Sorry. Absolutely not. Sorry. No. So yeah, not happening. And the last point is, I'd be so embarrassed if I was one of those first ones to leave and become irrelevant. You know, like when leaving the first week, like imagine, like Who remembers? I think the only Islander from the seasons I've watched that I remember who's left on the first week, there's two. One was that girl who was dumped after 2 days because the bombshell like coupled up with her person. I forget her name though, but she was Scottish and Asian. I think it was 2021, and she got dumped because I was like, what? Why is she not? She hasn't been given a chance. And also that season 5 guy who was famous for his dance. You know when like they're on the promo for the show and they have a little like thing, and he had that dance. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. But that again, I don't know his name though. Even this year's person who was the first lead, what was his name? Because my brain is saying Sammy, but I know that's not the right name because the other guy who's still in the show is called Sammy. But I don't know the name of the other guy, the first guy. I don't know his name. Do you know his name? I don't. Oh wait, no, it was. I swear that was the guy who was like racist or homophobic. Actually, see, I know this information. This like niche information about him, but I don't know his name. He's irrelevant. Never gonna see him again. And also, like, imagine like the screenings and the tests and you're on like quarantine or whatever before the show starts, just to leave like after a few days. I'd never recover. I fear I would never recover. Also, like as well, the Casa Amor girls as well, same kind of vibe as well. Like if you're a Casa Amor girl and you don't, or boy, anyone from Casa Amor, you don't make it onto the main villa, again, same energy as someone who leaves on the first week. I'd never recover. Because who are you? No one knows who you are. I'd be so upset. I would be so upset. Because I did all this for what? I did this for what? Who was this for? Who did this benefit? Not me. But yeah, that's the video. 2 years. Finally filmed it. I'm very happy about that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm probably gonna end up editing this video a little bit, but it's fine because like I said, I want to get it up for Friday, so I have 3 days, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Quickly before I end the video, I am again a little surprise treat for anyone who made it to the end because you're loyal like that. As your reward, I'm going to tell you some sneak peek information. So I'm planning for the summer, well I guess for July, August, September, I'm planning on making 3 music or album reaction videos to Lana Del Rey's last 3 albums. So back in 2020, okay, so I used to be a big Lana Del Rey stan, and then that whole 2020 question for the culture thing happened and I stopped listening to her because that just pissed me off. And then since then she's released 3 albums and I'm at the stage where like I kind of miss her music, and I listen to like I barely listened to her music since then, like out of principle. And then like a few days ago I went to the park on my walk, I was listening to Norman fucking Rockwell. I'm like, this shit's good, I'm sorry, I miss her. Her as a person pisses me off, but her music, I'm sorry, it hits. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, it does, and I miss her and I want to listen to it again. I'm ready to forgive her. I feel I'm ready to forgive her. So my next 3 videos are going to be me listening to her last 3 albums, starting with the one after Norman fucking Rockwell. I'm gonna go like in time order, what's the word for that, chronological order, so that the last video in that series will be her latest album. That makes sense, because I don't want to do backwards, that will be annoying for me. So yeah, so if you are a fan of Lana Del Rey, then look up that. But yeah, that's what I want to say. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm really sorry for being gone away for so long, but I hoping to do videos once a month again. So yeah, I don't know what to say, so I'm gonna go now. Bye.